Hello, you beautiful legends, and welcome to Blunt Force Healing Podcast. This is episode number 768, meaning this project is ongoing for consecutive 768 days without any day off. Every single day, I was able to write a blog post and record a podcast episode. Despite all the challenges and weird things happening and life trying to stop me, I'm still going strong, and those of you that are longer with me, you know how painful it was at times. So today it will be a short update about whatever happened on Thursday. Thursday was a day off for us from a business perspective, so we didn't deploy our little sauna to the beach, and we decided that consciously to shrink the hours. So we are now off 2 days a week, Tuesday and Thursday, and we think about adding Monday as well, but this weekend is a long weekend because Monday is a bank holiday, so national holiday, so we will be operating as normal to squeeze out as much as we can from the incoming week. So on Thursday, it started pretty normal. In the morning, we dropped Julian at school, and then we headed straight to Rosnaula, because if you listened to the previous episode or you read the previous blog post, you know that while we were at the beach on Wednesday evening and it was already dark and windy, we lost our floor mat from in front of the sauna, kind of mid-session, and we couldn't find it in the dark. So we decided to go for a standard walk and then, try and find it if ocean didn't take it and if the wind kind of blew it closer to the shore or somewhere on the shore itself. And we came to Rosnaula. It was still pretty high tide, so we left the car at the ramp, and Elizabeth went on for short interval, kind of walk and jog together, while I kept going just a slow pace and looking around if we can find that, if I can find the floor mat. And it wasn't that long until I spotted something in the sand that looked like something odd for a stone, or the weeds that, like the seaweeds that usually are washed ashore, and it was almost fully covered in sand. But as I was approaching it, I knew that that's it. Yeah, that was our floor mat. So I found it probably good maybe more, third of a mile, or I would say about 500 meters from where we were standing. So quite a distance. The wind was kind of battering it on the sand until it stopped, and surprisingly water didn't take it, or maybe it took it and washed ashore again. But yeah, it was pretty sandy, so I took it back to the car, cleaned it up as much as I could, and left it in the car, closed the car, and came back to the beach and went ahead to meet Elizabeth as she was going back from her jog. And I was taking pictures of weird kind of shapes that sand was doing around stones and different things. I don't know why I started doing it, but it was just fascinating. So I did. And later on, we came back home, and just for a short while, Elizabeth wanted to take something, and we went for a very short drive towards Barnsmore Gap, and the place that I was mentioning before. It's a beautiful autumn kind of atmosphere. It's parallel to the main national road, and it's so quiet and peaceful, except for a little bit of noise from the national road. But it's strange that this place exists in so close to the main road, and nobody's there. I never met anyone. Well, I was there twice, but there was no single soul there. And I found some mushrooms. We did a short walk and came back. So it was a nice thing because Elizabeth wanted to see it her own eyes. And then when we came back home, we took on our chores. I picked Julian from school later on. We did some grocery shopping and went back home. And the only Thursday thing that we were doing was in the evening we went to AVS, which is they call it locally tech school or tech, but just a tech. And it's basically a secondary kind of school where the junior and senior cycles are done. Julian is going to that school hopefully next year. So it was like an open day for parents to come in and walk around, see some classes, talk to the teachers, get some information, and just walk around and see how the facilities look like. And before that, during the day, Julian and his class were taken by the bus and they kind of did the same tour. So we didn't take Julian with us, even though it was open for the whole families. He stayed at home, he played some games, and we went there just to kind of take a look. Then we picked some pizza from Napolitan Pizza or Napoli Express and went back home to eat and just chill. So yeah, we'll be filling up the papers for application to get Julian to that school. It will be closer than the current school, so even better. He will be able to walk to school. We won't have to drive every day. So I guess it's the next step in his journey in development. And he's asking us for our opinion what subject he should choose, because obviously there are some mandatory subjects, and then he can pick 4 extra subjects in order of which ones he wants the most. And the last 2, so the first 2 are guaranteed and the last 2 are kind of wobbly, so you might get one or the other. So we'll see how it goes, but that's it for now. Thank you very much for being here. I hope some new faces came in, but also I appreciate your time regardless if you're new or you visit me much more than that. Have a great rest of the day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. Stay tuned and see you again tomorrow.